We're about to dive into some seriously fun, seriously surprising facts that'll have you saying, "No way, for real." Get ready to have your minds blown, because we're about to uncover some seriously cool trivia. Buckle up, Buttercup. It's gonna be a wild ride. Alright, picture this. December 17th, 1903. Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. A small, windy town on the coast where the sand dunes meet the sky. The air is crisp and the anticipation is palpable. Two brothers, Wilbur and Orville Wright, are about to make history. These two bicycle mechanics from Dayton, Ohio, have a vision that will change the world forever. They've got this crazy contraption. Looks like something out of a dream, right? It's a delicate mix of wood, wire, and fabric. Something that seems more like a giant kite than a machine capable of flight. They call it an airplane. The Wright Flyer, to be exact. It's a marvel of engineering, a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. Now, these guys weren't messing around. They spent years studying, experimenting, and perfecting their design. They meticulously calculated every detail, from the shape of the wings to the power of the engine. They weren't just going to sit in it and, hope for the best. No way. They conducted countless tests, braving the elements and pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. They took that thing on not one, not two, but 4 short flights, each one a little longer, a little higher, proving that controlled, sustained flight was within reach. Can you imagine being there, standing in the cold, watching with bated breath as this fragile machine defies gravity? The excitement, the disbelief, the sheer wonder of it all. Seeing that thing actually fly? Talk about a game changer. It was the dawn of a new era, the birth of aviation. From that moment on, the sky was no longer the limit. The Wright brothers had opened the door to the heavens, and humanity would never look back. Ever bite into a supermarket apple and think, "Man, this tastes like it's been sitting around for a while"? You're not alone. Many people have that same thought when they sink their teeth into a seemingly fresh apple from the store. But what if I told you that your taste buds might be onto something? Well, you might be right. It's not just your imagination playing tricks on you. The truth is, those apples might have been picked a long time ago. Turns out, those shiny apples could be up to a year old. A year! Farmers, they're smart cookies. They've got this down to a science. They know exactly how to keep those apples looking fresh and tasting good for months on end. They pick those apples in the fall, when they're at their peak ripeness. This is when the apples are bursting with flavor and nutrients. But instead of sending them straight to the supermarket, they have a few tricks up their sleeves. First, they give them a nice wax coating. This isn't just for show. The wax helps to seal in the moisture and keep the apples from drying out. It also gives them that appealing, shiny look that catches your eye in the store. Then, they hit them with some hot air. This process helps to kill off any bacteria or fungi that might cause the apples to spoil. After that, bam! Straight into cold storage. It's like a time capsule for fruit. The cold storage slows down the aging process, keeping the apples fresh and crisp for months. It's almost like pressing the pause button on nature. It keeps them fresh and ready to roll for, get this, 6 to 12 months. So the next time you bite into a supermarket apple, remember, it might have been picked last fall. But thanks to modern farming techniques, it's still as delicious as ever. Okay, time for a musical mystery. You know how every country's got their own anthem, right? That song that gets everyone feeling patriotic? Well, Spain's got one too. It's called the Marcha Real. But here's the kicker. It's got no words, no lyrics, no verses, nothing. It's one of only 4 national anthems in the whole world that's just instrumental. Can you imagine standing there, hand on your heart, and there's just music? Alright, let's talk bathroom breaks, people. Specifically, what folks use toilet paper. Ready for this? Corn husks. Yeah, you heard me right. Corn husks. I mean, Can you imagine? It's like using sandpaper. I'm all for roughing it in the great outdoors, but that's just taking things too far. Thank goodness for modern plumbing. Am I right? So, picture this. London, May 27th, 2005. It's a scorcher, like 31.8 degrees Celsius hot, and Big Ben, that iconic clock, decides to take a break. Yep, at 10:07 p.m., that big clock face just froze. Experts think maybe the heat got to it, like it just couldn't handle the pressure. I mean, can you blame it? When it's that hot, sometimes you just gotta stop. Okay, get ready for this one. It's about to get epic. We're talking blue whales, the biggest animals on the planet. These guys are massive, and their hearts? Don't even get me started. We're talking almost 400 pounds. That's like the size of a small refrigerator. And get this, their heartbeats are so strong, you can hear them from away. 2 miles. That's like hearing your neighbor's music playing from like 5 houses down. Okay, let's be real. We all use hashtags. They're like the universal language of the internet, right? But you know what's even crazier? The real name for that little hashtag symbol? Octothorpe. Octothorpe. It's like something out of a Dr. Seuss book. And the best part? No one really knows where the Thorpe part comes from. Even Merriam-Webster is stumped. So next time you're using a hashtag, just remember, you're actually using an octothorpe. Alright, let's talk alphabet soup, people. Specifically, the letter J. Did you know it was the last letter added to the English alphabet? I know, right? It's like the afterthought of vowels. It wasn't even a thing until 1524. Before that, people just used the letter I for both the I and J sounds. Can you imagine? It's like the letter J was just waiting for its moment to shine. Let's talk ostriches, those big birds that can't fly but can run like the wind. They're pretty amazing creatures, but here's the thing. Their eyes are bigger than their brains. I'm not kidding. Those little brains are genuinely smaller than one of their eyeballs. It's like their eyes are doing all the thinking. No wonder they always look so surprised. We're wrapping things up with a trip to Paris, the City of Lights. Paris, a city known for its art, culture, and of course, its iconic landmarks. Among these, the Eiffel Tower stands tall, literally and figuratively, as a symbol of romance and architectural brilliance. You know the Eiffel Tower, right? That magnificent iron lattice tower that has been capturing hearts and imaginations since 1889. It's not just a tourist attraction, it's a global icon. That iconic iron structure that just screams romance. Couples from all over the world flock here to propose, celebrate anniversaries, or simply bask in its grandeur. It's a place where love stories are written and memories are made. Well, get this, it actually gets taller in the summer. I know, crazy, right? You might be wondering how that's even possible. It's not magic, but science at work. Turns out, when iron heats up, it expands. This phenomenon is known as thermal expansion. When the temperature rises, the iron molecules move more vigorously, causing the structure to expand. So, when the sun beats down on that tower, it can grow up to 6 inches taller. Imagine that, a structure as massive as the Eiffel Tower, stretching itself out to soak up the summer sun. It's like the Eiffel Tower's way of getting a summer tan. Just like how we enjoy the warmth and light of summer, the Eiffel Tower too seems to bask in the glory of the sun, standing a little taller and shining a little brighter. So next time you visit Paris in the summer, take a moment to appreciate this fascinating quirk of the Eiffel Tower. It's not just a marvel of engineering, but also a testament to the wonders of nature and science. And there you have it, folks. 10 unique, surprising, and hopefully hilarious facts that'll make you the life of your next Zoom call. If you learned something new today, give this video a big thumbs up. And hey, if you're hungry for more mind-blowing trivia, hit that subscribe button.